I was watching Mad Bad Voodoo clean his Glock the other day, and there was some discussion about Ballistol, and made some comments about what I use, and got some comments back about it. So here's what I use. Mainly, it's this and this. A friend of mine was moving, and he left some chemicals, and he said I could have them, and this is one of the ones that he left. So I've recently been using this. It's about half full still in the can, so I've been using that kind of at the end. But for the most part, to get all the residue off, I use good old Hoppe's number 9, Hoppe's or Hops, I don't know how you pronounce that, to get all the solvent off. And I end it. I do have in here, there's some gun oil left in there. It's probably about a quarter of a jar of this gun oil, and well, maybe half a jar. What I'll do is I'll run a very, very oily patch down the barrel when I'm done cleaning it to saturate the barrel with oil for long storage. And then the moving parts, I'll give it a shot of WD-40. And I'm not bagging Ballistol or Rem Oil or whatever. I don't need to. I've been using this for over 30 years. Here's my revolver. I've had this revolver for 30 years, and that's I can guarantee you Hoppe's and WD-40 has been it. And I think I've had some 3-in-1 oil, but for the most part, if I can't get 3-in-1 oil, I just give it a good squirt of WD-40. So I'm gonna clean these up and let you guys see. Now what I did is I'm gonna roll in some footage of what it looks like down the barrel before I started. So I'll roll that in here. But what I do is, actually I have this cheap, I think $7, $8, really, really cool cleaning kit, and I think 23 Mr. Cowboys won for my contest, my first contest there. And just a little update while I'm doing this. Yes, I will be doing a contest, just a because contest, not because of any subscriptions or anything. I do this for fun. I don't do it for the subscriptions per se, but I do appreciate you, my subscribers, and I do appreciate those that just come by and watch my craziness. But anyway, this is just a nice portable cleaning kit. It's got a swivel. This top part turns, so you can really get in there with a rifling. And that's it. And what I do is I'll get some of this, get my drip rag there, get some Hoppe's. Now you saw what it looked like before. Let's get some Hoppe's. Hey, I got an assistant. Here, take this brush and stick it in there and pull it back and forth. Okay. Like that. There. Push it and then go back. Just let it set. Now we'll take this one. Put some of this. Might even squirt some down the barrel there. Here, run that down the barrel. Now you just want to sit there for a while, let it soak in. All the time, but for just cleaning them up after a shoot, and if I'm going to plan to shoot within, say, a month from now, look at that. Look at all that stuff there. So let me look inside, see what it looks like. Now what I like to do is I normally would scrub until I get a clean patch. There's still some residue in there, some leading, so I'm going to scrub it out some more. So hang tight. Okay, I got them as clean as I'm satisfied with. This one came really clean because, like I said, I mainly shot either Full Metal Jacket or jacketed hollow points out of it, so it came clean pretty good. This one I was shooting my reloads, and so there's still a little bit of leading left in it, but I'm happy with it. First couple of shots I'll run some full metal jackets through it, so, but it's definitely a lot cleaner than it was. You can see there. I'm happy with it. Like I said, the hazy parts are leading. I know it's leading because every time I scrub I get black crud out of it, so it's not corrosion. But I'm happy with it. Well, I had to turn the resolution down because I only have a 2 gig SD card in there, and it ran out of space on me. So I was saying that I've got it disassembled, and all I'm doing really is I've got some of this gun cleaner, and I got some hoppies, and wherever there's particularly like in these grooves and stuff, I'll spray either a little bit of this gun cleaner or you know, drop a little hoppies in there and just reach in there with a brush and get as much out as I can. But I'm not one of those people who gets crazy and has to Q-tip every nook and cranny. Now, understandably, hello. Understandably, that could lead to some corrosion, but unless I'm going to leave this out in the rain or in my car or in the dirt or something, I'm not too worried about it. I've already cleaned most of it up before my SD card filled up, so I'm just going to show you what I do for the internal parts. Like the trigger housing group, I'll throw some WD-40 in there. And WD-40, the reason why they call it WD-40, WD stands for water displacing, and it also puts a thin film of light oil. And I'm not worried about the grips. Somebody out there is probably screaming, "Oh, you're getting oil all over the grips." Pfft, my gun, who cares? And so any water or moisture gets caught in there, that WD-40 will displace that water and put a thin protective film of lubrication. So that's it for the extent of what I do on the inside. I just, you know, use this rag. So I'm going to speed it up here and reassemble it so you can watch and laugh at me and tell me that I'm doing it wrong. There you go. I did it. Oh, I did mention that I will run a oily patch. I'll show you just on this one. I'm going to spare you the 40 because it's kind of getting run along on time. But I'm going to run my oily patch down the barrel. It's a little thicker oil. It's probably about, I don't know, 10 weight. It's not as thin as 3-in-1 oil, but it's not yeah, it's not as thin as 3-in-1 oil. But I like to get a nice coating in there, and there. I'll let you see down the barrel. And she is slick as snot in there, and that's how I like to put them away. That's pretty much it. That's the way it looks when I put it in my safe. just got a little bit of oil on it. You can see there's oil on it. It's not greasy to the touch, but there is signs of some light oil on it. And I did the same thing with the 40 cal. I didn't take the 40 cal apart because it wasn't as dirty, but it's stainless too, so I'm not too worried about it. So these are ready to go back in the safe, and I'm not saying that Rem Oil is not good or Ballistol is not good. It's just I've been doing this for 30 years, and I'm not saying it's the best way, but it works. Like I said, if I can get some Ballistol for cheap or find it on sale at discount, I'll give it a shot. But you know, I hear some of the gun guys out there, and oh, you gotta have it, you gotta have it. You know, what did people do before WD-40? I don't know. That's just my opinion. You do what you want. I spend enough money on my guns that I don't need to be spending. I don't know how much Ballistol costs. I don't need to be spending any extra money on well, A, because I still got stuff left over, and B, if it's any more than what I'm using now, unless it's the magic spray that I can spray on there and walk away and come back and put my guns away, that's the only plus I can think. But yep, these are ready to go for the safe. Go in the safe. So see you later.